What's poppin', baby birds? I got some hot footage for you. Hope you enjoy it. And by hot footage, I mean we're gonna try and play Forza again, this time on the Xbox One. That's very loud on my side. I don't think it's too loud for you guys. In fact, it may be a little quiet. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it seems a little quiet for you guys. We'll turn it up a little bit, maybe. Maybe a little bit. Okay. So we're actually going to redo the entire demo, because you can't just start off from running around in the open world. But maybe this will redeem me? I don't know. We'll see. I am worried. When I did some video tests earlier, I meant to actually watch back the footage, because that's kind of what you're supposed to do with video tests. You're supposed to look at the footage, and I never did. But I noticed that on OBS it looked like it was chugging a little bit in certain areas. Hopefully that's not happening, but if it is, the chugging is much less than when we were playing last night. So hopefully we'll have some good news. Also, if anyone ever hangs out in the chat before my streams and you're lucky enough to see the message spam, before every stream lately I've been testing the notification system. Just in case, because you never know. And honestly, this game looks really good on Xbox One. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a little worrisome. I'm not even playing on PC and the game is chugging. That's really bad. Uh-oh! Do I need an Xbox One X? Is that what you're telling me? This is kind of scary. There doesn't seem to be a way to skip anything here. That's alright. So right now we're gonna drive through the 4 seasons of the world between the tropics and the circles. I did tag this stream on Twitter as Geography Teacher. So there is the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. And I keep forgetting. I think Cancer is north. So Tropic of Cancer. Between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, there are not 4 seasons, there are 1, I believe. It's always sunny. It's where the equator lies. I think it goes up to 23 degrees north and 23 degrees south, if I'm not wrong. Now 23 degrees north, between that and where the Arctic Circle lies, and 23 degrees south and where the Antarctic Circle lie, that's where you get the 4 seasons. And they are they're always it's always sunny, yes, in Philadelphia. Absolutely. Although I don't think it's technically always sunny in Philadelphia. It's always sunny in the tropics. Especially, I think the equator, there's very little in the way of wow. This is chugging on my console. That's really bad. Welcome, Chris, by the way. Something cool is that in the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. No. I don't know that factoid. But what's cool is if you're on the equator, the days are equal, night and day. So 12 hours of night, 12 hours of day, all year round. I think that's really cool. Also, Horizon, I approve so much. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. I had fun with that, so thank you. I don't know if you saw last night's stream at all, but it was a dumpster fire. Because I was trying to play this game on my PC and stream it at the same time. And unfortunately, I think it's my CPU just doesn't like this game. It doesn't like the Forza games because it's such a resource-intensive game. And then add on the streaming aspect, which adds even more stress to the CPU. It's like these games start out at above 80% CPU already, and then streaming, I think it generally adds about 30 or 40%. So that, if you are unaware, adds up to over 100%, which means that the CPU really doesn't like it. And it's just these games. It's never been... I don't think I've ever had another issue with the CPU on any series consistently like I have with Forza. So I think we're just gonna... Now that I have a capture card, it's a little easier to say this. But we'll probably, if we play Forza games in the future, we'll just play them on the Xbox One and stream it with the capture card. Even though I don't know what's going on here. It's going crazy. So I was even looking at getting a new CPU possibly, and there's a new CPU that came out. It's like the i7 8800K or something, or 8700K. The issue is that it says you need a motherboard that's Intel 300 certified, but it is my socket type, LGA1151. But then I'm thinking, do I really need to pay over $400 for a CPU? Just because I can't stream racing games that I do love, but I can stream them by other means, and they're literally the only issues I've had with streaming. Oh boy, SB was meowing. I'm gonna blame it on her. Beberg, welcome back. Yeah, I probably couldn't stream this game. Your computer's really beefy, though. It's better than mine, I think. Don't you have an i7? My computer struggled with Horizon 3 quite a bit. Oh, I see. Wait, just playing it or streaming it as well? Because I thought, like, I can play Horizon... I can play the Forza games pretty well on my computer, and it's definitely underpowered compared to yours. So that kind of surprises me. But yeah, we're gonna redo the demo a bit. We're probably not gonna play as much as last night. I played about an hour and a half. We're probably not gonna go through that though. Maybe I really should set a timer, because that's the only way to know. Like, that's the only way that we'll know that I'll stop at the right time. But it's... oh my goodness. SB really doesn't like me streaming nowadays. Every time I start a stream, she starts meowing. It's like, honey. Honey bunny. That's what I call her now, by the way, if anyone's wondering. That's her new name. It's just Honey Bunny. Hello? No, processor i5 4670K, which is a little old these days. Not terrible, but not great either. I kind of wish I got a K, because I don't know, having that little extra push sounds fun, but then not knowing how to utilize that push and accidentally pushing it too hard for too long, that sounds not as fun. Also, if I did get a new CPU, and gosh forbid a new motherboard, I would need to reinstall the cooler that I put in, and that was heck. That Hyper Evo 212 cooler or whatever, beautiful cooler, helped my CPU go down from 80 degrees Celsius constantly to about 30. So it's a gosh send. I don't even think godsend is a bad word. That's not really taking the Lord's name in vain, is it? I'll say gosh send anyways. It goes with the brand. But it was such a bear to get on. It sucked. Especially like a one-person setup. It's very difficult. You have to like balance the... I don't even know how to explain it. It's hard. It's difficult. Oh, dude, first place in all these races. I'm super good, dude. I really want to get this. And it would be before my birthday, right? Hun bun! So excited for Horizon 4 drift suspension and cool cars. Drift suspension? Espy! Mama Waga! Hey! Oh my goodness. Okay, while this is playing, I think it's a cutscene, right? Oh, okay, I need to pick a character. And then I'll be right back. I'm gonna...
Do we have Rookie here?
Yes, I'll pick... Okay, be right back.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Kira, director of the festival. Looks like you've made a good impression with our talent scouts.
This one might have a real chance of taking a spot on the roster.
Rebecca's one of our former champions. She's giving me a hand running the Horizon Road Racing series.
Excited? I remember my first day at Horizon. It's all pretty surreal, huh?
I'll leave you two to get set up for the first race. Good luck.
Right then, let's get you behind the wheel. Which one will it be?
Ever the damsel in distress. Hey, yo! Oh, you gonna go down again? Okay. Whatever. I went for the Ultimate Edition with Horizon 3 and didn't regret it at all. The double credit lottery roll thingies were so worth it to me. Yeah, and they have, I think, I don't know if it's double credit lotteries. It's double credits for the races, though. And... Take the focus and memory of Pixie. Aww. Yeah. I agree. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I actually forgot that the reason she's named Pixie... Wait. I forget. When you put your finger on the dashboard and there was a bunch of dust and you said, Pixie dust! Was that... That was after I named her Pixie, right? Either way, hilarious story. Everyone laugh because it's great. Espy. Oh no. It was already Pixie, yes. Oh, okay. Well, still, it was hilarious. Oh, whoops. I meant to do Espishi, is what the name was last night. Boom. Totally gonna judge you for whatever you choose. Well, last night I chose the Audi TTS Coupe. Or whatever. Wow. She's graduated from chewing on cables to chewing on controller nubs. She's chewing on the PS4 analog stick right now. What are you doing? Baba Guagua. Hey. Oi. Schwaga Studa. Baga Wuna Wudo. Mu. Oi, oi. Sorry. Okay.
Turn left.
Oopsie. Yeah, the expansion packs so far have been really cool. I haven't played them a lot, but the expansion sets are pretty awesome. Especially if they have something in line with the Hot Wheels expansion, something just super fun. It's really cool. I forgot to ask, Chris, did you download this demo yet? If you haven't, I highly recommend you do. Although every Horizon game, so Horizon 2 and 3, rather, they have that's right. That's right. No, not easy. ABS on, steering normal, traction control on. Yeah, no. Wait, driving line off. Off. Dude. Oh my gosh, I forget what I was talking about. Oh, so in 2 and 3, the expansion, one of the expansions had to do with the winter time. So I'm wondering if they do another expansion, if they do 2 expansions here, what is that expansion going to look like if they can't use it to say, oh, now you can drive in snow? Like, I wonder what they'll do. Maybe Japan? Oh, that would be so cool. I didn't download the demo. I might actually pass on this game? Oh no! What happened? What happened? You lost interest? The starting car choices are underwhelming, absolutely, I agree. I like the choices from Horizon 3 much better. Well, I mean, this is just the demo. I feel like the demo is not the full game, so you might have a better time with the full game version of the first cars. That's right, I careen. I just kind of feel like I could get my fix of Horizon with 3 if I really needed it. That's true. But you know what Horizon 3 doesn't have? It doesn't have the lush green hillsides of the United Kingdom and the Uffington White Horse doesn't have that, and seasons. Horizon 3, it's always the same season, which doesn't make sense because it takes place in Australia, and Australia doesn't lie in the tropics nor the Antarctic Circle, so it doesn't make sense logistically, geographically. So if you want like a realistic experience, you pick this game. That's what I say. I feel like the difficulty may be a little too much. I think I put them up a bit much because I still like running into walls. I'm not gonna make a joke, one that I've made many times. I hope you guys are proud of me. Not gonna do the podium finish, that's fine.
You might not have won, but I can already
Something that I'm not sure I like about this game so far with the demo is that every race seems to have, or not every race, but a lot of races seem to have a story attached to them. Like you see a cutscene that sets them up. I don't remember that being a thing in Horizon anything before this. It's kind of weird. And it's not like Spider-Man where I don't want them to, like, I want them to stop talking, period. It's just strange, I guess.
I have plotted your route to a new race in the Horizon Road Racing Series.
Hey, rookie. Your radio.
My past broadcast from last night had an entire, like, 10 minutes muted because I didn't even realize the radio started,
In 100 yards,
and it's
turn left.
not something you want to deal with because it mutes everything, and it's just not fun. I don't like it. That's disappointing to hear that you won't be getting the game, Chris, but it's okay. I understand.
You have arrived at your
There's
destination.
obviously no obligation to get a game, even if you say you're gonna get it, like months down the line. I think I've had issues with that before. Or a movie, like someone says they want to watch a movie, and then when it comes out they don't see it, and that bothered me a lot back in the day, and that definitely translated to games a bit, but I think I've gotten better about it. Because I understand that things change, you know? Like you, at E3, you might see a game that looks really good, and then you're super excited, and then somewhere down the line you just lose interest, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's ridiculous to think that everyone who's interested in anything needs to lock their purchase in immediately when they see it and are interested in it. Especially evidenced by my wishlist stuff. Like on Steam, I found out that I buy way less games if I don't have a wishlist. And then, like back when I had a wishlist of like 100-something games, there was stuff going on sale every day. Stuff that I put on my wishlist a year ago. And then I get it, and I don't care about it anymore. I don't really want to play it. It's just not fun. So I totally understand. And hey, I need to play more Horizon 3. And I'll definitely play it, because I love Australia. I still think that Australia is... The way they did Australia is a much better setting than this game. At least from what I've seen. We'll see what happens when I play the full game, but I feel Australia... I'm echoing some thoughts from last night, because I want to use this as kind of a stream that supersedes last night's stream. But I think that Australia and all the different biomes, definitely way more dynamic and interesting than Seasons. And I love Australian people. I love Australians. It's just what I do. I love Australians. And I love kangaroos and dingoes. And yeah, I'm starting to sound like I'm just stereotyping Australia. That's okay. Well, it's not okay. Actually, some people would have an issue with it. Oh, good. Okay. Nice! I'll definitely be getting this. I'm excited for the DLC car potential. There have been a lot of really amazing cars being revealed in real life, and I hope they'll make it into this game. I haven't been in the exotic car scene lately, but I don't doubt that. Especially if there's a new Bugatti, because I honestly am not a huge fan of the Veyron anymore. For some reason, I just kind of fell out of love with that.
Right. I've put you through to the next round.
I agree they did
Horizon
Australia
Road
super
Racing
well.
Series.
That was a great
How
map.
would I not be driving
Absolutely.
like that?
It's an amazing
But it
map.
doesn't start until autumn. Can you amuse yourself until then?
So my plan is to get enough influence for autumn, and then we'll probably move on to Hombre Araña. Speaking of Resident Evil 4, because Spanish obviously makes me think of that game. I found out, I forgot, I recorded myself playing Resident Evil 4 on my YouTube channel. I didn't beat it. I think I got like 5 or 6 parts in. I don't want to watch it either, because I think it would be interesting to see how much my opinions change or my gameplay changes. Hopefully. Hopefully my commentary changes, because my YouTube days, seriously, I don't even know why I still link the YouTube anywhere, or even talk about it.
Turn left.
It would seriously behoove me to just erase that YouTube from existence, because it's bad. Nothing good has come from that channel. None of my subscribers over there have stuck around, have translated to Twitch. Nothing from Twitch has translated over there. It's just a bad place. So I really do think I should just get a new YouTube channel or something. It's so bad. But if you want to see cringe, definitely watch some of the YouTube videos on there from before Twitch. You have about 200 to choose from. I mean, we're talking, I was recording games off of my TV using a camera. Stacking that camera on top of goldfish boxes for stability as like a ghetto tripod. I mean, it was bad.
Turn around. It is safe to do
It
so.
was really bad.
100 yards. Turn left.
But it, you know what? It gave me a good outlet for the time. And I think that the importance of that cannot be overstated. But it is kind of like looking at your MySpace 10 years later. It just doesn't come off right.
Here they are, future star of the silver screen.
Hardly the doppelganger you promised.
You having a laugh? They're like twins.
You say bad, I say incredible ingenuity.
Mike Steele, by the way.
Yeah,
Today's
sure.
shoot's a
Let's go with
getaway
that.
scene. Head over to
I do
Brooklyn
still
Village.
plan on
Everything's
playing
set up
you
there.
guys a short film that a friend and I made for his project in high school, which I am pretty sure he was making it. I don't even think it was a project for school. I think he was just seeing how much he could hint that I have affluenza. Because when I was watching the video back recently, I think I already talked about this at length, but when I was watching it recently, the themes in it were like, you know, this is the kind of thing that I do to a friend that has an illness. I would make him do a short film on the basis that it's a project, just because it would be one big final joke. Because, I don't know, it was scary to me a little, the comments I was making in the video, because it wasn't even a script. It was just me saying stuff off the top of my head.
Right. Let's get
But
a
what's
race
scary is it kind of sounded like me. Like, there's a point in the short film where
going in at the deep end.
I ask my mom if we can go to Best
This
Buy,
is a classic car escape.
and she's not actually in the
Chased by a
room,
jet and escapes by
but
jumping through an old windmill. Don't ask.
I ask her if we can go to
As
Best Buy to
George's
get a new
George
movie,
says, this should be no
and she
trouble.
says no,
Hey,
and then
remember
I
to
smack
breathe,
the
kid.
wall and I hit
Just
the
don't
light
let it get
switch.
the
In
way
fact,
from it.
Chris,
I'll talk you through
you've
it.
been over, I think you might have seen a light switch that was broken, like cracked. It's because I punched it because my fake mom didn't let me go to Best Buy.
Hook it left, but keep your foot down.
Okay,
Pursuit vehicle.
doing well. And there's also a part at the end where I'm talking about
So what?
how I don't want to go to someone's birthday party because I wanted to watch a new movie. It was really bad. Like, now I'm thinking maybe
And the baddies overshot you, and your hero is.
maybe I should just not share it because it's too close to reality.
Don't relax, kid.
That's just commitment to the arts.
Fast up the hill.
Yeah, definitely.
Job to do.
I'm glad that you guys are getting a kick out of that. I applaud you, sir. Bravo. Broken light switch, absolute genius. Thank you. Yes. I was definitely a method actor in my high school
So you're gonna
days.
cut across the field. They'll have
Oh
you.
man, it was
Those
bad.
crashed alien ships.
Not only was it disturbing how close to reality it was also really
It's all marked out for
poorly
camera
made.
copies, okay?
Like, I don't know what I expected from
Pray.
two kids in high school, but it was bad. I think I wanted it to be like a Robert Rodriguez production where we had such little budget, but we watched enough movies to know what is a good movie to make or something. No. No, there's a difference between watching a movie and making it for sure.
Hey, eyes forward. Ignore the camera.
Oh, come on! You didn't. That wasn't enough for your big motion picture,
Okay.
sir?
We can't use that.
45 feet?
We'll set up and go again while we still have the light.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. I wish that you could change the...
Left, but keep your foot down.
I wish you could change the radio stations with the left and right. You can change them with the right, but you can't change them with the left. And that might be because the left direction on the D-pad is used for something later in the game,
So what? You
but
keep that needle in the red.
it's
Maybe do some
not...
evasive maneuvers.
I don't know, it's not natural.
And the baddies overshot you, and your hero is safe.
I'm pondering the next Resident Evil game, by the way, and I'm open to suggestions. Even though historically I've never listened to suggestions. But it's good to get feedback just in case. Like, it does help. But there's a lot to choose from. We have 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 with Chris, actually. Which, Chris, if you're still interested in doing that, I'm still absolutely game for that. 6... Revelations 1 and Revelations 2? Oh, heck on a biscuit! And Code Veronica.
Try to look heroic.
Which I still haven't bought yet, but
Everyone.
if 500 people vote on Code Veronica, I'll do it. I'll buy it. Do you have the ability to play 2 or 3? Yeah, absolutely. The PS3 version. It's gonna be a little fuzzier because of the workaround to get it on the capture card, but yeah, I can do that. Definitely need to do the co-op 5 playthrough. That would be really fun. I hope so. I hope so. You know what would make a good movie? Jump a $3 million hypercar off a cliff. Nothing could go wrong with that.
You've landed a spot in a new movie. Make sure you save time to take part
Beberg,
in the autumn
are
season when you're rich and famous.
you hinting that I should drive a $3 million hypercar off of a cliff and film it?
You've caught the eye of
Because
Alex, one of
that's
our
not
Horizon
appropriate
superstars.
for the stream.
He's looking for new racers to take part in the dirt racing series.
That is unkind. Or maybe you're referencing something that I don't know of. Like, the first thought was Thelma and Louise.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And the next thought was, oh, maybe it was
Recalculating route.
Furious 7 or something. I mean, there is actually a car that goes off a cliff in Fast and Furious. He was referencing your sick 45-foot jump in the Bugatti. Oh, gotcha. No. No, he wasn't. He might say he was. No, he wasn't. That was not a cliff. That was the top of a hill. That was the crest of a geographic formation known as an anticlinal valley. I mean ridge. An anticlinal ridge. Not to be confused with a Lionel Richie.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I don't believe him for a second. 5 would be good as heck. We could talk about that then. Absolutely. It's just a shame that somebody isn't streaming as much lately. I forget, do you have 5 on PC, Chris? I didn't know what to call it. It was kind of a cliff. Oh, okay. I trust you. I believe you now. I'm sorry, B-Berg. Your reputation taints certain things that you say. Your mom's got a nice anticlinal valley ridge. Sorry. No. I mean, you were close. Just take the J out. Which would be a hilarious segue to another your mom joke, I'm sure, right? No J. No. Wow. Gosh dang it! You already figured it out. I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. I'm mad at everything. Thought it was silent. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come and see me after the race if you need anything else. It's you. I heard about the stuff.
I'm banning you from
I run dirt racing for the festival.
something. I don't even know.
You'll need a car that can handle
I
the
can't
dirt.
believe it. I even caught on to it, but it was too late.
Nice. The Subaru. That flat 4-boxer engine is an absolute
I
beast,
just
I'm telling
don't
you.
know how smart it is to name a car something something STI. It doesn't sound right. I was gonna say it doesn't roll off the tongue, but that has connotations. Ugh. Last night when I was trying to find someone to raid, it was quite evident that not enough people on Twitch avoid swearing. It's like every single person I looked at like 6 streams too. Everyone was swearing. But then Superstar Nuggets saved us by telling me about this other guy that doesn't swear. And I was like, okay, I trust you.
Okay,
Just say
first dirt
Subaru
racing my
Technica
friends up.
International.
You go and enjoy yourself out
That
there.
might help, actually. Yeah, that might help. I'll ponder this. Oh, so I was looking at the playtime for Resident Evil 6 again just to make sure I wasn't going crazy that one night when I already did. And HowLongToBeat.com still says it's 20-something hours for main story playthrough, which is generally the shortest of the playthrough times on that website. Can you confirm this, Chris? Is it really that long? Because the other Resident Evil games are about, I don't know, in the teens maybe. But this was like 26 hours, if I'm not wrong, something like that. Subaru Technica International. Could you actually explain what that is? Because I'm curious. I never really thought about what STI meant, other than the STI that I'm referencing. And then the RS for Focus, like the Ford Focus RS, does that stand for like really super? I was looking at getting a Rex last year. They're really good cars. I have it on good authority from a good friend. Because he used to have one. I'm not sure if he does anymore. I always forget. Because there was something that happened down the line, I think. Sorry, I see another message or two. Give me a second. Kind of getting into this a bit. Okay. Oh boy, almost popped a double wheels. A dual wheelie. I don't know what that's called. Endo? No, that's... No. Enzo? No. Forget what that's called. Oh no! We lost it! I in the last second. Why do you hate me? Okay. We good. Okay. I love the old Subaru Impreza World Rally Experimental Subaru Technica International. Oh my gosh, I got it. Okay, that's what the whole name stands for. The Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Wow. I'm sorry, you asked if RE6 is that long? Yes. I still do. Awesome! Still love the car to death. Awesome! Awesomer. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to say who had the car. I was going to talk about another car last night and I don't know. I'm just, being careful.
I think you could go far in my dirt racing series. Perform like that again and you might just make it into round 2. Looks like you've nearly qualified for the
But yeah.
season. Remember,
Okay, yeah.
the more driving
RE6
you
is
do,
very
the more
long.
your influence.
Those times sound accurate. Okay. A little scary,
Hey,
I'll be honest.
hearing good things about you. Oh, sorry, my name's Jay. I might have something that'll interest you. There's
I
a
don't
street
care about
race
you,
meetup,
Jamin.
and I think you should check it out. See you there?
Can you not? I want to hit a fast travel board. Let's hit a fast travel. That's a little scary, although I don't hate the game as much as I used to. I think my hatred of that game was unreasonable before, perhaps irrational. But that does still sound like quite a lot of time to be stuck to one game on the stream. I'm trying to keep the games a little shorter-ish. I don't know. Maybe not. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't really care if everyone knows what I drove.
Turn left.
Rexes are a dime a dozen here. Yeah.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, there we go. We found it. I have seen a lot of those where I live. In Oslo. Osway. Sorry. It's just so strange moving from Osway to Oslo. Sorry, moving from Oslo to Osway. Jeez. Gosh, it's just so difficult to keep things straight nowadays. Let's see, what are we doing? Oh, that's right. We're gonna go to this street race. Let's go, everybody. Zero Energy. I remember him. He was in our chat a while ago. And by a while ago, I think I mean like... Boy, I think it's been over 3/4 of a year. Maybe a whole baby would have been made by the time... Since the time he's been here. That's a while. It's 9 months, if you were unaware. Oh, man. So how are you doing tonight, everybody?
In 400 yards.
If you go to school, how was school? If you go to work, how was work? If you had a day off, how was that?
Turn right.
I'm trying to appeal to the people. Because that's what good streamers do.
You have arrived at your destination.
Batham Gate. Okay. Work was great, thanks for asking. Absolutely, Mr. Smiley Monkey. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Um, is it loading or what's going on here? There we go. I got so excited. I thought we got to drive one of these cars, but nah. You're one of those rare streamers that really care. That's rare these days. Thanks. I know that came from the bottom of your heart. Thank you. I know you mean it. I'm gonna go out and tell all my friends to watch you now. Thank you! That would be great. I'd love that. You know what I don't love, though, is my parents are talking about making a home theater in their basement. You know the area that's the home theater? That's actually like the saddest home theater in the world. It's more like a a glorified living room. Well, they're talking about actually making a real home theater there. And they got a projector screen, and I said, that's great, but then they said, you know, I think we're just going to get a TV. A projector sounds too expensive and difficult to set up. And I threw a shoe at them. I was like, you guys disappoint me more than I've disappointed you in my entire life. But apparently they're going to be trying to get a 75-inch TV for the basement, and just, I don't know. It doesn't... Home theater for me, I feel like to be taken more seriously as a home theater, you need to get a projector. You need to get a screen. A TV is just, it's not good enough. And I don't think projectors are that much more expensive than their equivalent televisions. I don't think so, at least. And if they say anything about, oh, the resolution on a projector is not as good, I'm like, you guys didn't even know what 4K meant until I told you. And you didn't know what smooth motion was until I told you. That's not 4K. That's smooth motion technology. It makes everything look crappy like a soap opera. Ugh! Old people and their technology woes. Am I right? Whippersnappers? If only I had friends. Hey. You have a lot of friends, don't lie. 75-inch TV. Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that. My TV is 50 inches. It was 55 originally when I got a plasma, but then I hated the plasma stuff. Because the plasma, there would be like a buzzing sound every time a scene with white came up. So, and that happens a lot in movies and games. There's a lot of white. Because, you know, it's one of the main colors of everything. You have like, you know, white, black, red, blue, green, yellow. It's a very ubiquitous color. So every time it buzzes, it gives me a headache. So I was like, I can't do this. So then I downgraded to a 50-inch LCD, but it's listed as an LED because the sides of it are LED, but it's not actually LED. It's not legitimate. It's not LLED, legitimate light emitting diode. This race is actually like shot for sure. If anyone's wondering what my setup is, that is my setup right now. Is a 50-inch TV. I don't have a monitor. Well, I do have a monitor. That's what you guys are on. That doesn't count either, because this was actually the TV I used to upgrade at when I still lived at my parents' house. I had like a 21-inch LCD screen from 2005 or something, and I upgraded in 2009 or 10. I think 2010? Maybe 2011, when I got a PlayStation 3D display, which is a monitor. And then it was really awkward when I got my own place and people were trying to watch, like we were trying to watch stuff on my little PlayStation monitor. It's like 27 inches, which is great for your little room, but for an apartment, it's really bad. It was so awkward. Like I had it on my little nightstand, and then I had little pillows on the ground like 5 feet away, and it was just so weird watching stuff that small. Oh, it sucked. Anyways. Yeah. So then that's when I was like, okay, we're going to get an actual TV that matters. And I did. And it's treated me really well so far. It's got some issues sometimes, but not nearly as many issues as the soundbar I got. It's from 2010. I know that for sure, because I remember the first movie we watched was Toy Story 3. That was the first movie I watched on it. And it sucks. This soundbar, it sounds fine, but the main issue now is that it just randomly shuts off or randomly starts. Oh, nice. Thelma and Louise would be proud of me. Oh.
These were boarded up to mark potential hazards.
It'll randomly shut off,
Around and put whacking great flags on all of them. Voila. A danger sign
or
is
it will randomly
survive.
change inputs, or it will randomly move the volume down permanently until you turn it off and turn it back on again, which you can't do unless you have the remote or you just unplug it. But unplugging it is a real chore, because you have to like walk behind the TV, you have to figure out what cord it was, you have to pull it out without jiggling anything else out, and then you have to put it back in, which I know doesn't sound like much, but honestly for my frail old legs, it sucks.
Turn right.
It's an awful experience. And I've been meaning to get another soundbar. It's just, there's so much out there. I don't know anything about that.
You have arrived at your destination.
And unlike my parents, I actually like to research my products before I buy them. Just kidding. Not really. They really do just buy anything if they see it. Although they got really lucky. They were at Costco. They've had a Blu-ray player from Costco for probably like 4 years now. And all these times that my mom was buying these European versions of movies, I was like, Mom, you can't watch them. You can't watch them because they're not... They're European. They work on Region B players. You have a Region A. She was like, but Trog, we watched this one and it worked fine. And I was like, no, it didn't. And then I tested it out for myself. Holy crap, it does. The hilarious thing is that they actually got a region-free Blu-ray player from a place known as Costco. How does that even work? How do you get a region-free Blu-ray player? Something that should be a very specialized product that you can only get from special outlets. They got it from Costco? That's ridiculous. And awesome, honestly. I think that's really cool. And now I can give them... She bought me the European version of The Gift, which was, by the way, also a gift. And I can't watch it, but now if I give it to them, I know, hey, they can actually watch it on their system now. That's... My mind was blown on that part. Like, for once, they bought something really good. I don't take pride in the fact that my dad started buying exclusively Apple products after I got my iPhone 3GS back in 2009. Like, sometimes I do want to go into confessional and just tell him, like, listen, I'm so sorry. I led my father astray from the world of Windows because he loved my iPhone too much. And now it's unstoppable. He has a MacBook Pro. He got an iMac. He just got another iMac. He has had several different iPhones. I think my sister and her husband just got an Apple TV, so now he's gonna get one of those probably. Ugh! It's trash, man. And I'm not hating on Apple, I just think that... Ugh, it's too much. It's too much, dude. Also, if anyone can verify how the video looks today, does it look like a slideshow? Is it chugging a lot? Does it look like a mosaic? How's it going? Oh, dude. So much. So much, dude. 2,181, dude.
Right. Good news is you
Oh,
made
yeah.
the cut for the Horizon Autumn season. Bad news, obviously, is that it doesn't start until autumn. You don't mind sticking around, do you?